What else? What else did she say? She said Pleven is very unorganized, lack of stuff. I feel like Bulgaria is very unorganized in I feel like Bulgaria is very unorganized as a whole. They're just not as organized as the UK. Like if you're coming from the UK, everything is organized. Everything, you know, you can find out your timetable before you even like everything is there in the UK. Like we have, it's such a high standard and such a smoothly run machine in the UK. When you come here, you're so confused, like what are you doing? Because we're so ahead in our time. So I feel like it's just this side of Europe is not as organized as the UK. So there will be times that you'll be frustrated by things like that. Like when you go to the bank here, every time you go to the bank, you need to give them you need to take your passport with you, even though you have your bank card. And it's like they will not see you if you don't have your passport. And I find that so ridiculous. I'm like, what? I've got my card. Can you not, like in the UK when you go to Barclays, you just give them your card. You don't need to let them give them your passport and stuff like that. But that's just how it is. It's just weird. It's weird. Would I recommend? Yeah, she said in terms of medicine, would you recommend? Yeah, I would recommend Pleven. Just know that it's got its ups and its downs. It's not perfect, just like anywhere else. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. Like it's okay, it's fine. That's I wouldn't say like, I just don't want you guys not to have the full picture, so I'm telling you the good and the bad. But just so that you know that I would recommend it because I'm here. I'm not dying, you know, I'm not dead. I'm still holding on. And yeah, it's Bulgaria, like as a whole is different from the UK. It's just as a whole. But you want to come, you want to study, you want to get that degree, you want to go back, you want to work as a doctor, you have to do what you have to do. Social life, yes, as I said, we have two cinemas actually. We have two cinemas, but the other one, I don't even know what that one is in the. No one goes to that one. Okay, so two cinemas, one H&M, one McDonald's. We have like so we have a chicken shop. We also have like university like kitchens or restaurants run by the uni. I run one, HNT kitchen. There's other one like Spiceland. My camera keeps dying. That's so annoying. Would you even recommend this route or biomed route? I did biomed. I don't see, like, if you want to do medicine, then go for medicine, okay? And literally, if I had known this, I would have not done uni in the UK. I'd have gone straight to do medicine, like, abroad. Because I have my housemate, my friend, she started when she was 16. She's 19. By the time we finish, she's going to be 22. Can you imagine being a doctor at 22 and you do not waste your time? So obviously the UK, we finish A-levels at like 18. So you could potentially come straight here and finish at 24, be a doctor at 24. That is amazing. And you know, you've got your whole life ahead of you to practice. And do you know what I mean? I went to uni in the UK and now I'm doing this. So like, I wasted 3 years. I don't think it's wasted opportunity because obviously I loved my uni experience. I loved it. But I would say if you want to be a doctor, don't bother doing the biomed route. Just go straight into medicine and just get it out of the way. Because what's the point of doing 3 years of biomedical sciences if you're going to come back and do medicine and you're going to pay, is it £10,000 a year in fees? And then that's 30k already, then you're paying extra fees. I mean, girl, no. But if you want to just do biomed, which is that's perfectly fine, then just do biomed. But if you're thinking of doing biomed and then medicine, there's no point. You can come here from your A-levels. That's cool. Let me see. Could you transfer? Definitely. A lot of people have transferred due to like having issues with the uni, or due to like not passing exams. And then like basically what happens is you get like 3 chances to pass an exam. Is it 3 or 4 chances to pass an exam? If you don't pass the exam, then you have to like repeat the year or stuff like that. So if you repeat, some people don't want to repeat the year, so they go to like other cities like Sofia, Varna, and then just continue. Like, yes, so that's what's happened. I don't know the specific how it goes. Or even if you don't like the uni and you want to move, you can always transfer. All you need is like a transcript. Sorry, I'm just scratching under my wool. All you need is a transcript of your grades and stuff like that, and you should be able to transfer. I don't know how easy the process is, but I know that people have done it. And you can transfer wow, and you can transfer to Pleven as well. Okay, I feel like I've answered so many questions. Okay, this one. Oh yeah, I think the girl said, where'd you get your hair done? I didn't say that. Where'd you get your hair done? There's a lot of girls here that do hair. I do hair, I do wigs. I make wigs, I do braids, and I do weaves. So there's that. There's people that do the same. And then there's people that do twists. I don't do twists, but I do twists. There's always people that you can get your hair done by and from, and yeah. There's someone that does threading of the brows, people that do nails. Like, you can do like, within the student community, there's someone that does everything. We've got a kitchen, we've got hair people, we've got makeup people. Like, there's someone that would be able to do what you want them to do for you. So yeah. Okay, see. Okay, hey, I know we don't know each other and stuff, but I'll be attending Pleven Uni next year. Literally, your YouTube channel has been my lifesaver. Oh, I know it's a bit cringe and all, but you were honestly one of the people I look up to in terms of following my dream to study medicine. I was quite unsure about me going to study abroad and living in a different country, but your channel, your snaps and Instagram page is getting me more excited by the day, and also allows me to get a real insight on how Pleven student life is like, which is what I want you guys to know, like what is like the real, like not a forum, like you guys can see my day-to-day life. If you don't mind me asking, what made you want to study abroad? I've already answered that. Do you enjoy living in Pleven? I've already answered that. And do you feel like you have made friends for life? I can't thank you enough for putting my mind at ease and being that person I can relate to. Thank you so much. I didn't mind studying abroad because I wanted to go to Italy anyways, and I have been like traveling kind of all my life. But I feel like studying abroad, I want to do a video on that. It's good in some ways. Like, you don't have to be at home. You can grow, like you can grow so much. You can be an adult. Like, you have to literally mature, and it's really good. You get to meet your friends, you get to meet friends for life. And that's what she said. Do you think you have made friends for life? Definitely. I have some really good friends that I have made. Like, these people are my people. Like, yes, definitely. Do you enjoy living in Pleven? Yeah, like, this is my house. Like, I've got my place, and it was so funny this summer when I went back home to the UK, because I live with my housemate and my friend, and it's our place. So, and because of the way medicine is, you can go to bed at 2 AM, you can wake up at 5, like, and you can go and come as you please because it's your own place. And then when I went back home, you know, when you've been at uni, when you're happy with your own place, you're happy with your own how you do your things, then you go back home, and that's when your parents want to come and be putting everything on your head, and you're like, oh, I'm back home. I swear, I was looking forward to coming to my house. Not Bulgaria, just my house. So yeah, like, I feel like I do enjoy living here. So rude. Ugh, this camera keeps dying, I swear to God. Yeah, I think that's about it from that. And then I just got more questions because I posted about it. So it's quite a few. How was your first year? I'm gonna do a complete different video on this, but my first year was crazy because I was trying to get used to how the exam system worked. Like, I was so confused. So confused. I was going through like all my exams. I was like, oh girl, you're cool, you're cool. I did my first exam, did my second exam, then I failed my third exam, I failed my fourth exam. Yeah, it was crazy, but then thank God they all went okay. But yeah, I will do a separate video on my first year, and I will get my housemate to do it with me because 2 people will just do it together. Did you find it easy making friends? Yes and no. Like, listen, I'm a very confident person and I'm an extrovert, but I'm an introvert as well. It's hard for me to make the first move if I don't know you, but if I know you, we can catch on like a house on fire. But when I went to London, there was like so I went with the agency Medical Doorways. I don't know if that's the same name they're going by now. So I went with them. They had like a meet and greet in London before we came. So when I was there, I was so like, there was people there, and I was messaging my friend like, oh my gosh, I'm so shy to go talk to someone, like a big me. Like, honestly, I was so shy. But one of my friends, Ola, she came and she said hi, and that's how we started. That's how I hit up with her. And she's not here anymore, but we're still close. Like, listen what I mean, like a friend for life. So she came up to me, we started talking, and that's how we hit off. When we came here, because I knew her, I knew that she was coming, we kind of lived together for like a semester. I made other friends. We had like a dinner, like a welcome dinner, so we made friends then because we were together. Because I knew her from before, we just kind of meshed, and then because we were together, we made other friends together. So it wasn't just me making new friends, but everyone wanted to make friends because it was like welcome dinner, you don't know anyone, you're willing to make friends, so that was fun. And then that night I made like I met my friends, like some of my good friends that we're still really, really close now. But then obviously as time goes, there's some people that you like and then you don't like them anymore because they're trash or whatever, you know, whatever the case may be. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, but you do make new friends, you make closer friends. Like, I love my friends that I have here. Like, I have a really good circle of friends. And yeah, what did you get for your A-levels and why did you make the decision of studying abroad? I did really bad in my A-levels. Like, I failed my first year of A-levels, but I got B, C, D, I think. Yes, I did really bad in my A-levels, like, because I was coming from Italy. It was such a shock, and then I was so confused in my AS. I was so confused. Like, it was such a different, like, everything. And I remember in my A-level I had to do like 17 exams in June because I wanted to like increase my grade and everything, and it was so much. Like, I had so much on my plate. I did 17 exams in my A-level, like 17 in June, so that was crazy. And why did I make the decision to study abroad? I've already explained, because my friend was here and I couldn't get into the UK. Can most people in Bulgaria speak? No, most of them cannot, but some people do and some people don't. But in Sofia, there's more people that speak English because it's like the capital. But in Pleven, there's more people that don't speak English in the public. Yeah. What is the workload like, and is medicine hard? Oh, are there things to do in Pleven? You can go to the cinema, you can go to H&M, you can go to the mall, but most of the time you just hang out with your friends, plan things with them. We do like movie nights, we do movie nights, we do just hanging out a lot. We do a lot of hanging out. So yeah. What is the workload like, and is medicine hard? I feel like medicine is hard anywhere, but I feel like it's not. I wouldn't say it's hard. It's just the fact that you have so much to do that makes it hard. So you have, I find it really interesting, but the problem is Here you have so many tests, you have so many exams, like all these things, so you don't have the time to enjoy it because you're just always studying, like you're just always running out of time to like sit and enjoy. So it's hard in the sense that you have to really prioritize your time. You have to find time to study, and that's what makes it hard. Where do you get your hair done? And oh yes, I had someone ask this as well. So yeah, I do hair, other people do hair, braids, wigs, weaves, twists, all of that. Do you feel like you have made friends for life? Yes. Did you apply to the uni through an agency? Yes. Medical doorways. Did you take a gap year or go straight to uni? So I did not take a gap year from when I was in the UK. So I went straight from college, straight from sixth form to uni. But after uni, I took like 3 years off before I came back because I was applying to Italy. I was applying to different places before I got in here because this was not my first choice. Do you enjoy Pleven as a whole, and did you experience any cultural shock? Yes, that's it. The culture shock, that's what I was talking about. Such a culture shock because the UK is so different in the way we are, with how we relate to each other. We're more friendly, we're more polite. And this is the thing, in the UK there is racism. Let me not say there may be racism, but it's quite covert. But here, I get stares every single day. Every single day. Like, you know, it's funny because it's like, oh my gosh, a black person. But it's like, babes, there's like 30 of us. There's so many of us. Like, they stare. And it's funny because everyone stares. Kids, moms, grandmas, granddads, everyone stares. They're just looking, like, most of the time they're thinking, wow, it's a black girl living her best life in Bulgaria. Sometimes, like, you know, I'm made up. They're thinking, rah, so she can wear makeup. Does she have money? Like, do you know what I mean? Even when I went to the bank, they were proper staring. I was thinking, what are you looking at? Like, they really love to stare in this place. And sometimes they'll be staring at you. You'd be like, you catch them and you'd be like, and they'll still stare. They'll be like, okay, so let's stare. And then it's that gif, that P. Diddy and that guy just looking at each other like. But yeah, I'm kind of used to the staring now. I don't really care. Like, I'm not really one to care anyways. When I go to the gym, like, I literally take my wig off and I'm wearing my little cap. And it's funny because I'm thinking, they're thinking, wow, what's going on? Listen, I don't really care. People will stare, but it is what it is. I think that's about it. That's most of the questions, and they're like all like repeated here and there, here and there. Let me just talk about the uni, how it is and how the exams are and stuff like that. So how we do it here in the UK, I know when I was at uni we used to have a lot of MCQs, so that's how your exams were. But here is not MCQs. You have MCQs sometimes, but it's part of the exam. So most of the exam is you get like a synopsis, which is like, let me just make an example. Anatomy had like 260 something topics in the synopsis. When you go into the exam hall, you are to pick 1, 2, 3, 4, how many of those essays. But you don't know at random, you don't know which ones you're picking. So in anatomy, we had to pick 6 essays. So out of the 266 topics, you're picking 6, okay, at random. So they're all in envelopes, and you just go and you just pick it out. So you just open and you see your combination of essays. So then you go sit down, you write your essays out, and then at the end of that, you go to the front when it's your turn. Then the examiner reads your essays. They don't really read, they like scan through your essays, then they ask you questions, and then they give you your final grade. MCQs is very rare. Sometimes when we did biochemistry, we had MCQs before the exam. So we had MCQs as part of the exam, and then we had 2 essays to pick as well. So you don't get MCQs on its own. That's what we used to get in the UK. And there's a good and a bad bit, because I feel like with MCQs it tries to figure out your general knowledge, so like from A to Z. Whereas with the essays it's kind of hard because you get 6 topics out of 200 topics? What if it's the 6 topics that you don't know very well? Or what if it's the 6 topics that you know very well? So that's the thing. Sometimes you go into an exam, that's what happened to me when my first year. I got chemistry, we had essays, so it was really weird, and the topic that I got was a topic that I didn't really know, and that's the reason people fail exams mostly here, is if you pick topics and you're like, oh my gosh, these topics, I don't really know them like that, or I haven't really studied them like that. So that's the thing. So then you want to study everything. You want to study like all 266 topics. You want to study all 80 topics. You want to study all 100 topics, because you don't want to get a topic that you don't have any clue about. Do you understand? So that's where the whole it's hard comes out from, because you're like, May, I need to study all these topics. So presently I have 6 exams this semester. So 6 exams: January, Bulgarian, ophthalmology, disaster medicine, clinical lab, hygiene, and radiology. So I have these 6 exams. Bulgarian, we're going to do it in December to get it out of the way, thank God. But then when I come in January, after coming home, I'm having 5 exams, and these exams are all big in their own way. So like radiology has like 50 something topics. Clinical lab has like 20 something topics, but she wants you to know everything. Disaster has like 40 something, I think. Ophthalmology has like 60 something. Hygiene has over 100 topics. So I need to know all this stuff. So you see what I mean? That's where it gets hard. So you want to be studying consistently as you go. As I'm talking to you, I'm not ready for any of those exams. I'm studying, but I'm not ready for any of them. So that's what you need to try and do as much as you can during the semester. So right now we're putting our heads down and we're studying as much as we can. So that's really how the exams work. And then during the semester you have colloquiums. Colloquiums are like tests, and these tests, the answers, like what marks you get, are written down. So you do get it's not just for nothing. Basically, they will write down what marks you're getting. So you don't want to fail them all, because during the exam the lecturer can look and say, oh, I see you have been failing consistently, so you're not even interested in this course, I'm gonna fail you. Do you get what I mean? And sometimes you can get like consistently good grades, and they could look into that and say, wow, I see you've done really well, you must be having a bad day, let me give you a higher mark. That's just how it is. So these tests become every like semester, and it's crazy because sometimes you have like 2 in a week, sometimes you have 3 in a week. And babes, these tests are not MCQs, they are essays too. So some of them will be like 20 essays, be like 15 essays, so you have to like maybe pick 1 or 2 out of those essays. So imagine in a week where you have 20 essays, so 60 essays to learn. So it's hard to like keep up with the tests and stuff. So the tests during the semester, those ones, sometimes I have said, you know what, I cannot kill myself, I cannot die and be dead, and I have left them. But it's good to try and keep up with it. Like I have one, we had one this week actually. I had one on Tuesday, and then we had one last week. We had 2 last week, I think. And we have one big one coming in December that I'm trying to do really well in that, because if I study most of the stuff for that, then it means that I'm studying for the exam. That's how I see the stuff. So it's trying to get there and do what I need to do, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I think that's about it. I've talked so much, I have to really cut this down. I might actually split it into like part 1 and part 2, because it's a lot you guys asked me. But yes, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please put them down below, message me on Instagram or Twitter, whatever, so I can like do another round of these. But thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'm trying to do these videos for you guys so it's like as real as possible, but I need you guys to support me by subscribing, you know, and so forth and so forth and so forth. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all that. Thank you. Have a lovely day. God bless you. Bye.